Number 5. Masterpiece Rodimus Prime. Masterpiece Rodimus creates a likeness to the G1 character Rodimus Prime like no other toy ever has or will. Its stunning resemblance to its character models in both vehicle and robot mode can be attributed to a sophisticated transformation. Included are vast arrays of weapons and accessories that will keep Hot Rod armed and ready for combat at all times. Unfortunately, due to its overstrenuous joints and weakly panels, its transformation can be frustrating. However, once the conversion is completed, Masterpiece Rodimus is a sight to behold, and belongs in the number 5 spot on my countdown. Number 4. Transformers Prime Wave 1. This year marked the debut of not only the hit show Transformers Prime on the hub, but its respective toy line, and showed many doubters how creative engineering and brilliant character design can be the determining factor to any successful toy line, and the Transformers Prime line knocked it out of the park. With its incredibly accurate representation of the blunt and serrated characters that fill the screen, to the unheard of amount of articulation that would make even the most cultivated Marvel Legends collector blush. Each figure was exceedingly superior to the last and truly displayed the potential of this line for the coming months and years. It was tough to pick only one, so I'm rewarding the entire first edition, the number 4 spot on my countdown. Number 3. Dark of the Moon Voyager Shockwave. Like Transformers Prime, Dark of the Moon saw its toys launched in 2011, but very few really stood out to me. That was until I got Voyager Shockwave. Its robot mode harkens back to the original G1 aesthetic, but now includes a modern, rigid design that can even make the color purple look threatening. One of the greatest advantages to this character was that you never saw its alternate mode in the film, which gave toy designers the freedom to create an alt mode and a transformation that's both simplistic yet fun to perform. Shockwave comes prepared with his signature mech-tech arm cannon and a very movie-authentic representation. Shockwave earns the number 3 spot on my countdown. Number 2. Amazon exclusive Unicron. Standing in at a whopping 15 inches, this toy is a giant among Transformers playthings, an overlord of collections per se, towering over each puny action figure it comes in contact with. To say this figure is big is not only an understatement, but pure blasphemy. What makes this toy great is not only its man of stature, but its wide-ranging attributes. It takes the improvements Takara Tomy made on the Energon mold and progressed upon them even further. This toy became a must-have for Transformers collectors out there. But it doesn't stop there. This toy looks stunning. Its paint apps truly parallel the 1986 design with magnificent accuracy. Not to mention the amount of articulation on this toy rivals any smaller Deluxe or Voyager class. Unicron's emotions really show through the plastic. With massive highs come small lows, and in Unicron's case, it's playability. It's just too gargantuan to play with. Very often I found him being used quite effectively as a hat rack instead of a chaos bringer of destruction, which leaves Unicron just shy of the number 1 spot on my countdown. And now, the number 1 Transformers toy of 2011. There are very few things that require in a toy. 1 is playability, 2 is fun and functionality, 3rd is design, and 4th is execution. Very rarely do I ever consider a toy to be perfect, but in the case of Generations Warpath, it's as close to perfect as I saw in 2011. Everything that was done with this toy was done right. No other toy screamed classics more than Warpath. Its design epitomized G1, but with just enough modernizations to make it look completely badass. Unlike all other toys on this list, I kept coming back to this figure. It's just plain fun to transform and pose. It could be the amazing head sculpt, or the G1 feel and paint scheme, or the wicked looking robot in tank mode. Either way, it stands far above the rest. This toy feels complete. Nothing is missing. Even after I lost the missile, it still feels like a classic Transformers toy that I will come back to for years to come. And that is why Generations Warpath is my number 1 Transformers toy of 2011.